Alright, it's Tribulation Day 18, and life as we know it continues to get worse. Much worse. The latest news kind of out there is about this E. coli outbreak. You know, if you go to the blog, I got a bunch of links to articles on it, but it's all over the news. Apparently it's a new form of E. coli that has mutated and, makes it very hard for them to detect. They're not even sure, what it's on, but it's already killed about 20 people, about 1,500 or more sick, lots of people, kidney failures, on dialysis. And, my last couple of blogs I've been saying, hey, you know what? This is part of the tribulation, and I think this is gonna be big. This could go global, and I'm sensitive to E. coli. Back in 1997, I got food poisoning from E. coli, and you know what? The way it works is they give you antibiotics, but if the antibiotics don't work, the E. coli gets stronger and your body gets weaker. And that's what happened to me is, I tried the first antibiotic, the second, the third. Finally, it got down to where the doctor said, hey, we got one more pill we can give you, but if it doesn't work, there's nothing we could do for you. And you know what? I took that antibiotic for a year straight, 3 times a day, man, just to make sure that I got rid of that E. coli. But, it's serious stuff, man. You don't want to mess with E. coli. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, but the world better wake up, man. This could be deadly serious. In the Middle East, things continue to just escalate, in every single country. Even in Israel, they had a march yesterday where they were clashing with the Palestinians. So, we got all this stuff coming up in June where they're going to be marching, including this Sunday. Supposedly they're going to be marching again on Israel. In Egypt, there's the formation of the Muslim Brotherhood, and, now they're saying there's a Nazi party over there, and I know there's also a Freedom and Liberty Party, but, man, if Egypt all of a sudden gets taken over by the wrong people, not good news. The bottom line is, over in the Middle East, all the strongmen, all the dictators, their way of life is kind of coming to an end, or even if you're a king, that's just a model that doesn't work in the 21st century. But that being said, does that mean that democracy and freedom is going to be what, springs up out of it all? History has shown us that there's lots of other diabolical forces, fascism. There's also these, religious ideologies, like over in Iran, religious theocracies. So, we got to stay tuned, but in Syria, the government is killing all sorts of people. There's just no good news coming out of the Middle East right now, and Libya is a big mess. And NATO said they'd stay with it for 90 more days, but who knows? And Gaddafi hasn't gone anywhere. So it just seems like it's still all boiling to a head, which is not good news. And then, just over here in America, we just had massive tornadoes in Massachusetts. To all my cousins, if you're seeing any of this, they live over there in Providence in Massachusetts. They're probably thinking, man, this is it. This is the end of the world. This is the tribulation. Well, welcome to my tribulation. Welcome to the tribulation. But anybody that was saying this weather's not abnormal, you know what? You're abnormal, because they don't have massive tornadoes in Massachusetts. They just don't. And, once again, the weather over here in San Jose, it continues with the pattern of cold air coming in across the north of the United States, meeting up with the super hot air coming from the Gulf, which is resulting in these crazy thunderstorms, massive rains, floods. And, of course, in lower Texas in the south, they have a huge drought, so crops are just getting wiped out. So, you know what, if you got some spare money and some spare time, go buy a bag of rice, go buy, some canned goods. And, those fresh vegetables, make sure you wash the hell out of them, because no telling what's on them. I'm going to sign out. Tribulation Day 18, just, the economy. Yesterday the stock market took a 3% dive, and it's going even lower today. The housing market sucks. The unemployment numbers are horrible. You know, the economy's on the brink. The debt ceiling vote is just hung up, and it shouldn't be raised anyway. But our government is useless. President Obama, his lead from behind is worthless, useless. I'll say it. You know what? You know, the sooner we get a new president in there, the better. But, you know, we may, you know, my theory right now is I don't even know that we're going to have a 2012 election because, you know, if this transformational, earth-changing event happens, you know, democracy and elections may go out the window. So, you know what? I'm really thinking it just may not even happen. But I'm going to think positive. I got to go, you know, pick up some stuff for dinner. Maybe I'll buy an extra bag of rice. You know, it's actually, even though the weather's kind of funky, a bad day here in San Jose is a good day anywhere else in the world. But we need to think positive. You need to reach out to friends and family. You know, I've noticed, you know, my other theory is, you know, there might be something happening with the magnetic waves, you know, but one way or another, I think humans may be being affected. So the level of craziness seems to be on the rise, man. People just going off the deep end, and especially it resulting in some kind of violence on top of it all. So, you know, whether it's shootings or whatever, man, the world is just turning into a crazy, insane place. But I think that's part of the tribulation, that, you know, our brains are made of chemicals, and some people are more prone because their brains are on the edge where they may even have breakdowns due to chemical imbalances. But now with what's going on, you know, there could be something happening in nature that's, you know, actually, you know, kicking it into high gear. So, which is all part of the chaos of tribulation. So anyway, we'll stay tuned. I'm going to be heading up to Reno. I'm going to be taking the computer up there with me, so we'll see what's happening with the tribulation up there in Reno. But the tribulation around the world continues to just escalate. Keep the faith. Keep on keeping on. Peace out.